Reverse Lutembacher syndrome is A. Mitral stenosis with left to right shunt across ASD, B. Mitral stenosis with right to left shunt across ASD, C. Tricuspid stenosis with left to right shunt across ASD, D. Tricuspid stenosis with right to left shunt across ASD. Correct answer D. Tricuspid stenosis with right to left shunt across ASD. Posterior papillary muscle tachycardia has A. LBBB pattern with inferior axis, B. LBBB pattern with superior axis, C. RBBB pattern with superior axis, D. RBBB pattern with inferior axis. Correct answer C. RBBB pattern with superior axis. ECG shows right bundle branch block pattern with superior QRS axis in posterior papillary muscle tachycardia. Anterior papillary muscle tachycardia manifests right bundle branch block pattern with right inferior axis of QRS complex. Broussard hypothesis is on A. Left axis deviation in LBBB, B. Preferential LV apical involvement in Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, C. Fetal origin of adult heart disease, D. None of the above. Correct answer B. Preferential LV apical involvement in Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. Broussard's hypothesis is on left axis deviation in LBBB. Barker's hypothesis is fetal origin of adult heart diseases. Flash pulmonary edema in renal artery stenosis is known as A. Pickering syndrome, B. Pickwickian syndrome, C. Hughes syndrome, D. None of the above. Correct answer A. Pickering syndrome. Pickwickian syndrome is characterized by obesity and hypoventilation. Hughes syndrome is antiphospholipid syndrome or antiphospholipid antibody syndrome. Flash pulmonary edema in renal artery stenosis has been called Pickering syndrome. Epicardial ablation for VT is considered when A. Intracardiac approach has failed, B. Intracardiac thrombi present, C. Prosthetic valves precluding an intracardiac approach, D. All of the above. Correct answer D. All of the above. Epicardial approach has a higher risk of complications and hence is often considered only after an endocardial approach fails. Sometimes it is the first line approach when the ECG pattern or the underlying heart disease like dilated cardiomyopathy makes the possibility of epicardial circuits high. An intracardiac thrombus or prosthetic mechanical valves in aortic or mitral position may also mandate a primary epicardial approach. Which of the following is a direct factor Xa inhibitor? A. Dabigatran, B. Apixaban, C. Tecarfarin, D. None of the above. Correct answer B. Apixaban. Dabigatran is a direct thrombin inhibitor. Direct factor Xa inhibitors rivaroxaban, apixaban and edoxaban. Tecarfarin is an investigational vitamin K antagonist. Non-dippers on ambulatory BP monitoring are those whose nocturnal BP falls less than A. 10%, B. 15%, C. 20%, D. None of the above. Correct answer A. 10%. It is possible to calculate the level of dip in pressures during sleep so as to classify individuals into dippers, extreme dippers, non-dippers and reverse dippers. Dip is equal to 1 minus systolic BP during sleep by systolic BP while awake, expressed as a percentage. Negative value indicates reverse dipper. Values less than 10% are considered in the non-dipper range, while 10 to 20% range constitutes the dippers and more than 20% constitute the extreme dippers. AVR sign in Brugada syndrome is A. Deep Q in AVR, B. Deep T inversion in AVR, C. Prominent R in AVR, D. None of the above. Correct answer C. Prominent R in AVR. A prominent R wave in lead AVR. AVR sign in Brugada syndrome has been suggested as a marker for development of life-threatening arrhythmic events in Brugada syndrome by Bebe Biggie and associates. Deep Q and T inversion are normal findings in lead AVR, which is a lead oriented to the left ventricular cavity. Omecamtiv mecarbil is A. Cardiac myosin activator, B. Cardiac troponin activator, C. Cardiac tropomyosin activator, D. None of the above. Correct answer A. Cardiac myosin activator. Omecamtiv mecarbil is a cardiac myosin activator found useful for the treatment of heart failure with reduced ejection fraction in Galactic HF trial. True about fondaparinux. A. Synthetic polysaccharide, B. Selective factor Xa inhibitor, C. Has no inhibitory effect on platelet aggregation, D. All of the above. Correct answer D. All of the above. Fondaparinux is a synthetic polysaccharide which is an indirect selective factor Xa inhibitor. Fondaparinux binds specifically to antithrombin 3 and not to irrelevant plasma proteins. It has no inhibitory effect on platelet aggregation. This X-ray suggests A. Mediastinal mass, B. Mass lesion in the lung, C. Severe pulmonary arterial hypertension, D. None of the above. Correct answer C. Severe pulmonary arterial hypertension. X-ray chest PA view in severe pulmonary arterial hypertension, as evidenced by the huge main pulmonary artery segment on the left side with overlapping shadow of left branch of pulmonary artery, huge right pulmonary artery overlapped by large Hendon vessels and peripheral pruning, centralized flow. Pericardial or myocardial blushing is grade dash in Ellis classification of coronary perforation during percutaneous coronary intervention. A. Grade 1, B. Grade 2, C. Grade 3, D. Grade 4. Correct answer A. Grade 2. Ellis classification is based on angiographic appearance of the perforation. Grade 1, extraluminal crater without extravasation. Grade 2, pericardial or myocardial blushing. Grade 3, perforations of 1 or more millimeter diameter with contrast streaming or spilling. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for future updates and click on the bell icon for all updates. Thank you.